Go, Sam!
30 seconds on how we...
Oh, dude, hit me again.
Here, both you guys just introduce you. Q, come here.
What was it?
Stand right next to you.
Yeah, it was
Next to you.
Hey, one of us is supposed to have a pitchfork.
Yeah. Just introduce yourselves
Hi.
as a shop teacher. Then just give me a quick overview of what your shop is all about, what you have for equipment. And... Hello, I'm Modi Byers, and I'm...
Okay, you ready?
Go ahead.
Yeah, all right. Hi, I'm Modi Byers, carpentry cabinet making teacher. This is Jim Qualia, carpentry cabinet making teacher. We do a lot of woodworking. We have a lot of different machines in here. We can do almost anything, okay, in the cabinet making aspect and the house construction aspect. Safety is our main concern. We have a variety of types of learning disability students, and what you do is you kind of cater to the needs. Some are going to pick up quicker than others. Some it's going to take a little longer time. Some are more academically talented than they are skillfully talented. Our goal is to try to get them to a happy medium.
So how do you accommodate them? We accommodate them?
Oh, well, in the case of an exam, like we're giving right now, those who need extra time will get it if they ask for it. And if we feel that they need it because they process differently than someone else. If they don't particularly measure well, we can help them with that. On the skill level, no matter how limited a kid may be in this particular lab, they all manage to handle the equipment and they all have the hand skills necessary. It's mainly just a problem with processing. That's most of the needs we have. And that can be handled very easily.
That's all I need. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Here we have an intruder.
Uh-oh, my kid walked right across.
Yeah. light covered.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello, my name is Dan Duval. I teach machine technology to level 2 and 3, mostly juniors and seniors. In our shop, we have a variety of equipment, your basic machine shop equipment, along with some high-tech equipment. We have 2 CNC milling machines, 1 CNC lathe. We're purchasing another CNC lathe, a little smaller, more desktop. And the way I accommodate my special ed students and all of that equipment is to, after reading their IEP, when I find out what their flaws are or their difficulty is, I usually make adjustments in the shop where I can take, if I give a student a test, I give them all equal. I don't want to stand out the students that are special ed. They all take the test. When I correct it, what I do with it, I take them onto the machine. If I'm covering, let's say, a drill press, if I know the student made a mistake because he might not be able to read it correctly, I'll read it for him after, make the adjustment on the test. Same thing with the tools themselves. If they're not too sure how to identify them, once they see them, they can touch them with their hands. They usually can after that. I'll make the adjustment again. And it's the same thing when I teach them all the equipment, even if it is the high-tech end of our shop. Usually the kids, once they get the hands on, they do pretty well. They do fine, and that's how I adjust to special ed and regular ed students at the same time.
What up?
Look at me.
What is that?
One more? What? Do one more.
Shot of Michelle.
Big channel line. Here comes the line.
I super glued this together. I'm not gonna say anything, am I?
No, you don't have to.
No, listen, what do you want to
I
know?
don't want to say anything.
What's this film for? Hey, my name is Ronald Pond. I work here at Attleboro High School, the machine technology area. I teach the sophomore level, introductory level, and I teach the exploratory level, which is the level that we introduce machine technology to. One of the projects we're working on right now is our solar car. It's a collaborative between the machine technology students and the alternative energy students. The machine students right now machine most of these parts and components that fit together to make the car. We started from scratch. We worked with 2x3 rectangular aluminum tubing. We welded the car together. We machined all the bearings and all the fittings here at the machine shop. Some of my sophomore students worked on it. Some of my ninth graders worked on it in the exploratory. We've taken on little pieces of the car and put all the components together. Right now we're at the point where we've had the chassis fabricated. We're up on 3 wheels now. We're at the point now where we're trying to get the look of the body, or the design of the body together. And we decided to do it with thin sheets of plywood with a glue gun to shape the body. And if you look at the body now, you can notice that we've started an aerodynamic look, and we're going to work at it from that point. Right now we just want to get it to the point where we know we can bring other students in, have a look at the car, and know the direction we're going to go in and have them contribute to it from that point. So if you look around, you'll see most students are working on some little pieces, some to do with the car, some are just regular projects. And as far as who works in the car, anybody that has the desire to work on it that day, I give them a blueprint, I give them some tools to work with, I give them some dimensions to go by. We manufacture the piece here, we'll try it on the car to make sure it fits properly. If it doesn't, we'll redesign it, we'll redo it over again, and we'll make the parts all fit. Right now, all our swing arm components and our steering components all fit, all bolted together, and it's in rolling condition. The car has to be built to certain specifications. It can be, it has to be at least 42 inches tall. We've met that requirement. We have to turn a 25-foot radius. We've built the steering components to do that. We have 3-wheel independent suspension. We designed that and built those components. And right now the car's up and around, and I think we're at the next stage where we have to start thinking about designing a steering component that make the car steer, like build our own rack and pinion. That'll be done here in the machine shop with my my sophomore level next year, and some of my sophomores will do it, the freshmen will do it, and my alternative energy students will be involved with this project.
How do you accommodate special needs students to a project like this? Start by saying we accommodate special needs.
We accommodate all our students, special needs students as well. We don't discriminate. Everyone has the same ability. Special needs students, we give them components on the car to build and projects that we expect them to meet the requirements of the other students in the class. They take a little bit longer and might need a little more guidance, but the jobs come out just as well, and they meet just the quality of the other students. So as far as special needs students go, we really don't do anything differently. They really meet all the requirements we need. We have special needs students go through all our programs, all those 3 levels. I have even special needs students in my alternative energy program, and these kids are preparing for go on to a higher school, maybe a 2-year school or a college, or maybe even an engineering degree. And we don't discriminate. We have those in our class now. We expect those kids to perform as well. And like I say, we have to put a little extra effort into it as a teacher to get those kids to come along, build up their confidence, and to give them some pride in what they're doing. That's what we do. Yeah, I want to get somebody in. Yeah, Rich, you want to get in? Come on, it's okay. Take a shot.
I'll be there. Joe. Where's the steering wheel? Where'd you stand? Rich, give him the wheel.
We have the body. Okay, go ahead. We have some of the body constructed out of thin plywood. The
The blue areas here are where we're gonna place our solar panels. We built sort of aerodynamic effect to the car. We got a wing that we added, and that's gonna be our solar panels. We're gonna place more solar panels in the front here. We even put sort of like a hood scoop to cover up our steering mechanism that's underneath this. We have to come ahead with our, we're gonna build a one headlight type of a car with directionals on it. We haven't designed that yet. We have an electric motor under here. The car is gonna be front wheel steer, front wheel powered. It's gonna be fully independent suspension. If you look around the other side over here, we have a cutaway of the car, and you can see some of the suspension underneath. Down underneath, we have a rock-around suspension device that we designed to accommodate all the load of the front wheel. What it is a direction change. As the load is applied to the tire, it pivots on these three contact points, and the weight is transferred down to this one spring. It's an adjustment on the car. So the suspension is basically a one-point suspension. On the back, we've gone sort of like the motorcycle area, but we've taken our pivot point and divided it into three equal areas. We have a load here, and a load here in our spring. So we've taken the motorcycle design and actually made it more stable and more adjustable. So we have the load divided by 3 times by taking some of the load off the tire, by applying it to both ends of it, so we have more of a stable car.
Chillin' machine shop.
Chilling a machine shop. That's what we're doing. Chilling a machine shop with ponds.
One of my best students. I wouldn't trade him for anything. Maybe a dozen donuts.
Say something about me now. The low life machine shop.
Some of our equipment in here, this is a CNC milling machine, a 3-axis milling machine. It goes left and right, in and out, and up and down. Those are 3 axes that we apply. This machine is a programmable machine. You draw your program on graph paper, you give it size, you have to change all your dimensions to decimals. You apply it to the keyboard, punch in all the directions to it, and it'll perform any milling operation in repetitions. It'll cut one piece, the first piece, as well as the 10th piece or the 100th piece. So it's a production piece of equipment. We show our upperclassmen, our juniors and seniors how to run this machine and how to program it correctly. The equipment that we have is a small CNC miller. It's used to do engraving and stuff like that. We can program almost any shape or style into this machine. It works on a Mastercam. We have a computer that's attached to it. We can draw on the computer any shape, any initials, any numbers, any shape that we want, and transfer the information over to the computer. It also has, like I say, 3 axes. It has in and out, side to side, as well as up and down. So we can draw plaques and different designs on metal. We can engrave on to make badges maybe, or to make keychains or some style that the kid can design himself. Do all the drawing on the computer and apply that over here to the CNC miller, and it'll engrave on anything he needs to engrave on. Another device that we have is we have some computers that all have AutoCAD version 12 on them. Kids learn AutoCAD in their junior and senior year, learn how to draw, do mechanical drawing using AutoCAD, drawing lines and all profiles and shapes and pieces. What I usually do to a student is I'll have them take a piece, measure it, draw a rough sketch, then come over here to the AutoCAD and draw it in AutoCAD, and I'll critique the drawing to make sure it's up to standards and the dimensions are right.
Hi, I'm Pete Schoonmaker. This is the Computer Integrated Manufacturing Laboratory. We basically have 3 curricula that we teach here. We've got a computer technology curriculum, we've got a robotics curriculum, and we also teach computer-aided drafting. The computer technology program is basically working on hardware. We take old computers, we repair them, we give them to faculty and students to use. We also build new computers for the school system to use. The robotics program, you see some of the robots back here. Students are trained to operate the robots, program them, learn how to do manufacturing tasks with them, learn a lot of the things not to do with robots. They find out very quickly that they're very literal in their programming, and they do exactly what they're told, not necessarily what you want them to do. In terms of accommodating special needs students, it's largely a hands-on program, which is my first line of development in terms of getting special needs students involved. Most special needs students have good tactile learning abilities. In situations where we have physical handicaps, we have ways of accommodating those as well. But my primary methodology is to get the students involved with the hardware, picking things up, doing things first, and then using that as a way of bridging into the more intellectual aspects of the technology. And finally, once they understand how the technology works, then I can use that to work into the fundamental principles involved and help them understand the physics and the math and the communication skills that are necessary.
Hand in this thing.
Remember, that thing is on, guys, so don't be careful about what you touch. You don't want to fry anything up. Dusty.
This takes water.
To what?
Nothing. What is this for?
Mr. Rocha just needs some footage.
Oh. People saying something like 24th or 13th.
What am I doing?
Huh?
You gonna ask questions? Or...
Go ahead.
Morning, my name is Eddie Jameson. I'm the instructor here in the Landscape Greenhouse program at Attleboro Vocational Technical High School. This program is 2 years old. We've combined the landscape curriculum and the greenhouse curriculum into one curriculum because that's what's going on in the industry today. A lot of landscape contractors also have greenhouses, which keeps their employees busy during the off-season.
stick.
In this program, we teach the students a lot of basic skills about landscaping, team building, how to build tie walls, brick patios, do planting jobs, irrigation systems, and we also work in the greenhouse. We teach retail operations in the greenhouse, teach students how to grow plants from plugs, how to grow plants from cuttings, and then we also have a retail component which teaches the students how to deal with the public and how to market and inventory and get product ready for sale. We do a lot of work with special needs students because the skills, as we all know, are quite limited, and they seem to work real well working with plants and working with people. It is a type of a job where you do the same thing day in and day out, so it's fairly easy to work with the special needs students. There's not a lot of technical skills involved at the entry level. In this instance, a lot of the students seem to do real well in that respect.
Thanks, Mr. James.
You get the lawnmower started back up?
Yeah,
little less. Ladies, gentlemen, little quieter, please. Okay? My starring role, my big chance in pictures.
Okay, go.
Go for it. Hi, my name is Mr. Makepeace. I am the desktop publishing teacher here at Attleboro High School. What is desktop publishing? Basically, all the things that you see along the wall here is stuff that we design for the school system. We teach how to design posters, brochures, catalogs. I have 18 students. Basically, they all design different aspects to the project. What's nice about it is we have a lot of different variety so that each individual student is able to go at its own pace, his or her own pace actually. And what happens is it's basically a one-on-one situation like most vocational labs are. So for someone that needs a little bit different type of learning environment or learning skills or more time, we're more able or apt to adapt to that individual person's needs. Plus as well, I have other students that can help each other out depending on their weaknesses and their strengths.
I'll keep these guys alive.
Ow, that
Ladies, gentlemen.
About 11:30. Should stand on that bucket so I'll be as tall as you.
Now, how many takes do we get here?
As many as you
And
want.
do I get to edit it?
I don't know about that. Something white. Focus. Snuggle up close.
Jeez, a little closer. Now, what should I be looking at? The Panasonic?
Yeah, look right here.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Tom Bodge. I'm the welding and metal fabrication technology teacher. Here, as you see in the shop, we offer many different things to our students. My average class size is around 20 students. We try and teach technology-based program,
Okay, right from the beginning.
let me think.
Don't
Hello, my name is Tom Bodge. I'm the welding and metal fabrication teacher.
yeah.
Hello, my name is Tom Bodge. I'm the welding and metal fabrication teacher. I run the program here at Attleboro Vocational Technical High School. What we offer the students is a chance to get involved in the arts and also the construction trades. We have actually a number of 20 students per program. Our students start out with project-based learning, and we actually get into live work scenario type jobs and tasks. What we try and do is show the students that they have a wide variety of choices in the program and also involved with the community. Our students get involved in such things as trying to blank out here.
Yeah, our students get involved. It's just how about explain some of the community projects you've done. Have done.
Some of the things that our students have been working on are things for the city and park and recreation departments, also our advisory board. They have multiple
Projects.
projects that the students in this program are involved in are actually things right in within the city of Attleboro. We have a rail that we built for the commuter train, and we also have various projects within the highway department as well as the Capering Park Zoo.
Okay, now tell me how you integrate your special ed students into your curriculum.
Special ed students are integrated within the program in a hands-on approach. We offer many different facets of the trade to the students, and we try and find where the students actually succeed and marry them into the program area.
Let it rip. Hold on.
Hi, I'm Peter Lacasse, and I'm the baking instructor here at Attleboro High School. In our program, we basically teach the basics of baking, dealing with measurements, basic mixing methods, different types of pastries, cakes, etc., and some basic decorating skills. We teach a little bit of theory behind it, dealing with a lot of the mathematics that go on in the bake shop, ingredients, what their scientific values are, dealing with leavening and things like that. And we do a lot of integrating with special needs students, working extremely hard, teaching them work ethic, and helping them understand how the math and science relate in the baking area, because the baking is pretty much an exact science.
My name's Kevin Deschaines. I'm the dining room instructor for the Culinary Arts Department here at Attleboro High School. And I teach the sophomore level, which is the Culinary 1 level, as in dining room service, inventory systems, all front of the house operations, bookings, taking parties, filling out all the forms, and the business end of the program. And as far as the culinary arts students here at Attleboro High School, we have a variety of students, general ed, special ed, and here in our business, pretty much our special ed students are integrated with no problem, as in they do exactly what everyone else does. The only difference that I may do with our special ed students is when we take tests or when we're doing lecture, I will gear my lectures so that they can understand. As far as handouts, I make sure that if they have a problem, that they see me afterwards and that we go over it. Sometimes they're testing, if they depend on their IEP, they can verbalize it to me. And that was pretty much the only difference that I have between our students. And again, our special ed students, we've had a lot of them, and they have done well in our business. They've gotten jobs, they're still in the jobs. We're very fortunate that we can have a 85 to 90% placement in our program, and we've done very well over the last 12 years here at Attleboro, and before, even when I was a student a long time ago, back in the 70s. So as far as the culinary department is concerned, we function very well with the special ed population, and they have done very well, and they are successful.
Okay, some of the events that we sponsor here.
Okay. All right. Some of the events that our students do during the school year is, one, we service all the food service functions in the high school. We are like the on-premise caterer for the superintendent and any of the faculty that need catering done, as far as for meetings, whether it be as simple as a continental breakfast to a elaborate dinner buffet. We've done elaborate dinners for Mr. Daggett when he was here. We also have a monthly Attleboro Human Resources luncheon. They come in from the business community once a month. They have their lunch. We also do the breakfasts for the administration, for the business meetings. We have had seminars here in our facility where we have catered breakfast and a luncheon. We do the Spring Fling in conjunction with the Attleboro Rotary Club for the senior citizens, and we feed them, feed 400 people in May of every year, and we've been doing that for the past 20 years. So the Culinary Arts Department, as far as servicing the community, we are very much into community service. We also do catering for party platters, bakery items, cakes, as far as wedding cakes, birthday cakes, pastry orders, from the simple pastry order to the fancy pastry order, from cookies to squares and brownies. So we're we do a lot of the business that the students will see if they go out into the field. And that's what we try.
I gotta go down and close.
Now, I should say this, if you've given him back all the other tapes.
Every other tape except
except
for the
that.
north.
All right, if we can get that done, even if you dropped off at the house.
Okay.
During the summer, I don't know if you're working the other summer.
I have to put in some time.
Yeah.
I wanted to do it this week.
I want to get going on this. And again,
If I can get it from Cliff today,
Right.
I'll have it to you this week.
okay, great.
I'm working on the jamboree right now. You know what we should do next year? If you guys aren't playing north, or if you guys aren't playing on the same night, I should go and scout with the camera.
That's illegal.
Is it?
Yes, oh yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, I could, we'd be in big trouble.
Huh.
The only way you can do it is when you take it off the television. You can take it to a cable game.
Ah.
You take it off the television, that's the only way. But you know what? Cable games, you don't get good.
Yeah, you don't pick what you're looking for.
It's too close.
Good thing you said that, because I was gonna do that for you.
We get in big trouble.
Huh. Ready?
Wait, well, go home. Nobody likes you. Fight it. Nobody likes you. I do. I like you.
I like it. Okay, go ahead.
Hi, my name is Kathleen Dench, and I teach in the Vocational Childcare Department here at Attleboro High School. In the Vocational Childcare, we offer a 2-year program for juniors and seniors. Junior year is Child Care 1, and during that year, the students learn about early childhood development, theory, Maslow, Erickson, a lot of theory, but also hands-on, because during the first year, students also have an opportunity to work in our laboratory preschool, as well as intern in various placements in the community. The Child Care 2 program with seniors, they have the opportunity to go into the co-op program, as well as the laboratory preschool and also internships. During this time, students do prepare showcase portfolios of all of their work that they have done throughout the course of the 2 years. And it's, okay, you're gonna have to
Okay.
stop.
Yeah.
Could you just stop?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, let's see, I forget what I've done. I did the laboratory preschool.
So I go right into
Intern.
special ed now.
Oh, okay. When I have special ed students in my classroom, I do adapt for them somewhat in the course content as far as their projects. If they would prefer to do a hands-on visual, is acceptable, say versus a written report. Sometimes they prefer to take a test orally rather than written, and we've also done that as well. But they also do everything else that is in our program as far as working with the children and planning activities with help from me.
That's perfect.
I should have said something.
Like this picture there, there's one that's kind of blurry.
0231.
Did you go to Mike's the other day?
Mm-hmm.
What a nice place to eat at, huh?
That's called, there's what, a mini estate for,
Shoot, no kidding.
did you want to use?
Good morning. My name is Mike Fontaine.
Couple minutes. It'll pick up the background noise.
Good morning. My name is Mike Fontaine. I'm the instructor here at Attleboro Vocational Technical High School, the Graphic Communications Department. I'd like to welcome you here. I'm going to give a brief description of what we do here with the students. This is a full vocational technical program, which we teach the hands-on project-based curriculum. The students learn all aspects of film assembly through computer imaging, onto camera, through the film assembly area, stripping, plate making, and also the problems that are involved in that particular process. From there, we come over into the offset press section, and I teach the skills of offset printing. We have many different press lines, as you can see in the background. We have German machines, we have Japanese machines that the students learn on, and also state-of-the-art two-color offset presses. From there, the curriculum turns over to the finishing end, where the students put the projects together in some way, shape, or form, whether it's an inline collator or automated system, cutting, GBC binding, three-hole punching, scoring, perfing. The whole realm is covered here in graphic communications.
I'll answer a special ed question.
Integrating the special ed students into the course, we do that very carefully and on an individual basis. I work with the students quite closely, and sometimes will mentor a special needs student with a very capable senior.
Sure.
I got a proposal on my desk. I just come back from Chip's office talking to Icon. How about school to work? Should be.
Yep.
Hello, I'm Paul Elliott, one of the instructors here in the Automotive Department, Automotive Technology Department at Attleboro Vocational Technical High School. Our program here at Attleboro is a 3-year program. We have an exploratory the 9th grade, and then we have a level 1, 2, and 3 program for the sophomores, juniors, and seniors. 3 years ago, approximately, the program became NATEF, ASE, NATEF certified. Most of you probably are very familiar with ASE. You've heard that in a lot of the publications with regards to technicians being certified in service facilities, dealerships, and so forth. It's a national organization which certifies technicians in various 8 different areas. And in our programs here, they have now certified programs to be able to teach in those particular areas. They have a close coordination with manufacturers as far as what those standards and requirements are today. Our certification in these areas here help us to be able to place students into good paying entry-level jobs, and many of our students do go on to 2-year colleges, get associate's degree. In some cases they work towards their bachelor's degree, and some also go to more intensive training in a technical college. We have a very diverse program here, and we are able, through our program, to be able to service the needs of a variety of different students. Students that come to us with any kind of learning difficulties or abilities that they may be impaired physically or otherwise have really not been a problem with us in this environment that we have. We find that students will excel at their own pace. Many of them can learn most of the aspects, even if they have some kind of disability or difficulty in learning. We have support systems where we try to help the students. If it takes them a little bit longer, they need a little additional help to be able to grasp the theory, the technology, and the hands-on skills necessary to be able to get the basic skills and knowledge for some type of entry-level position. It's a very diverse field, very challenging field today, and we know with the electronics and so forth, it is becoming more and more technically oriented today than it was 20 years ago. More and more has to be done in the academic area, but fortunately we've had the services with support people to assist our students who have any kind of difficulties in reading, math, and so forth, as well as with hands-on experiences and knowledge and learning the various areas that we teach here at the school, being in brakes, steering, suspension, engine performance, electrical, electronics, engine repair. We do very little in the areas of air conditioning at this particular point. We intend to expand the program to those areas in the future. But we find it very rewarding to work with students who perhaps are a little bit more challenged than others, but have the desire to learn and put the effort in. That is what counts most important of all things, is that a student just put his best effort into it, and he can succeed in this industry, and they have done very well in this area in the past.